So hello, everyone. I guess we listened to our panel discussion about AI and how we can utilize AI for better sustainability and efficiency. So in this presentation, I think everybody is covering a lot of AI solutions in his mind, and everybody is aware of the technologies in AI. Many of you mentioned predictive modeling, analytics, advanced analytics, involving many technologies that is about collecting the data, augmenting the data, and making insights of the data, right? So in this kind of presentation, I'm going to quickly go through the kind of like the big picture of sustainability, and then I'm going to talk about the uses of artificial intelligence, AI, how we are being utilized and used, and then the opportunities, challenges, and then what is the market trends in terms of potential trends for all of us. So interconnection between many sectors. Most of them is about the economic, right? And then we have the environmental, we have the social issues, all of them are connected, right? So how is the framework is being placed? It's about the balance, right? The right balance between all these kind of sections and the relationship among them, and figuring out how really to improve quality of life across all these kind of dimensions. And here, this is literally the sustainability goals, right? That we're talking about how we make things more sustainable. So it's all about quality of life. And every single technology in this kind of framework really have to serve this kind of goal. In terms of market trends in this kind of landscape, whether we like it or not, many disruptive technologies are coming in. I just mentioned one, right? Generative AI. I think everybody is now trying ChatGPT. Everybody maybe heard about the recent news about ChatGPT. It's a conversational AI enabling you to ask a question and get an answer. And the machine learning here is how really make it easy for a human being to interact with the machine. That's it. How we can really build an interface that can better understand you. So how we can use this kind of interfaces, human-machine interactions, to serve the current purpose of our meetings, right? Which is sustainability, finding better vision for sustainability, right? So one of them is the market trends in this kind of sustainability issue is how we can really capitalize on AI and how we can better make use of them. The challenges, I think everybody aware of everyone here is a professional, somehow related, connected with sustainability. Scarcity of resource, decision making is becoming really a struggle with a lot of data coming and flowing. And then we have also the major issues of the buildings management, operations, waste management, energy consumption, how to efficiently operate with costs. Many presenters and many colleagues, they're mentioning about the cost issue. Is not the only one. I guess you mentioned about there are others. Of course, there are other aspects. Not only cost. Again, come back to the framework. Quality of life. So we need to really measure the balance across multiple dimensions that affect ultimately the better efficient quality of life. So AI, there are two things that we're going to cover, two perspectives. The first one is the areas, the type of technology, right? And the second thing is the case studies. How to implement it. How really we can apply it, applied AI. So the first one is the areas. So majorly three main areas that AI can excel to be utilized in sustainability. The first one is predictive modeling, right? Forecasting, understanding, and then predictive modeling is pretty much important tool. And there are frameworks and advancements in AI for this kind of specifically use case. And then we have also the support decision-making platforms that can actually operate with sustainability strategies. So we have two levels, right? The operational, and we have the strategic level. And AI role here is not only to be integrated with the operational level, but also to really promote the recommendations or the insights or whatever the generated outcomes from the algorithms and bring it to the strategic level, where the decision makers can really have the power of the AI support while they are making the decisions, right? And then we have the data analytics, the operational level. Get me every single monitoring that you can through whatever technology is being implemented in the building management. So the buildings, we already set the ground, right? The buildings are smart. They have to be smart. We need to build a lot of buildings that have already the IoT infrastructure has been there, right? We agreed that we need to enable this kind of infra from multiple angles to start collecting data. And then we covered it up with data is the fuel for the AI engines. Has to be some data, so we can start learning from the patterns, right? So the use cases now is getting clearer for us. Once the data is there, and I already put the platform in place, I'm already latching on a lot of data sources, get them, monitoring them, and then trying to understand the insights and correlations, whatever the goals of the specific monitoring that you set to utilize that AI platform for. And then you start get the outcomes. If you are using it for energy distribution, once you get the distribution, you will understand how to better allocate it, right? How can you allocate something without understanding the distribution of it? For example, for the energy and consumption use case. So it's all about monitoring, right? And then we have another use case regarding the predictive maintenance. Of course, a lot of us understanding how much it's important. Now, the part is not the how part, the when part, right? When can I pretty much do the maintenance, what I can really operate in as much low cost as I can? And that's also connected with the waste reduction. I guess everybody is aware as well for this kind of dimension. And then the renewable energy systems in terms of like efficiency, I think it's already set the formula for the efficiency. Everybody wants to operate efficiently better. And how is that possible? Change your operations. And how can I change my operations? If I am monitoring them, I'll be able to get really early insights, right? How everything is being monitored in terms of how everything is being utilized and how everything is being already used. I get the usage consumption. Okay, I understand the usage consumption, what should I do? Then insights can come and tell me how to reduce, right? The mapping will be easy for me now. And then taking decision would be more easy for us to adopt it. And the supply chain management specifically for carbon footprint, that by itself is a really pretty much focus for UAE and also in Middle East, specifically the GCC region, which is contributing the international vision. Immediate benefits, we call them low-hanging fruits, very low-hanging fruit. What are you gonna do as a sustainability professional? How you can really look at the things from AI perspective. If you want to improve decision making, how can AI help you? Two aspects. Amount of data, the accuracy in terms of speed as well. It's faster than you. It can look into the whole data collected pretty much fast, get you the results fast. The accumulated knowledge, if you're gonna bring a lot of experts, 10 years experts, versus one expert in AI, a machine, really? Of course, a machine can go through the whole data in history that's collected and get you the insights that you need. So already, the AI is much even efficient here, right? I mean, than all the experts collected, right? I mean, of course, human in the loop would be involved. I'm not talking about complete AI, driving the whole scenario. Then if you want to identify sustainable business opportunity, then you need insights, or let's say early adopters insights. Where to look for? Where to look for? Sometimes we're clearly blindfolded. If you have already a platform in place that's using the AI machine learning technologies to look at the trends, not necessarily your data, might be some similar data. Might be some other companies, other governments, other investors, other businesses' data. Something look like. So as an investor, or as whoever your representation, at least if you look like your current interests, at least you can have a peek through, right? Then of course you can have a better decision. And in terms of effective long-term planning, strategy is all about sustainability, right? And a lot of investments has been how to really strategize our way of living, actually, to really get a sustainable life in terms of our utilization of the building management and all the systems connected with the system management, of course. So if you have a customized predictions and recommendations from AI, then you are on edge than your competitors. Of course, you're going to become smarter because of these kind of insights. And the last thing, which is really vital for all of us, specifically for UAE, creating the concept of national knowledge banks. What is national knowledge bank here? If you have already gathered all the data sources and across multiple levels, operational and strategic levels, and then you already cross them, you understand we call it usually the multimodality with multiple data sources correlations, right? Understanding the relationship between the social aspects, between the environmental aspects, the impact, and then in terms of for example, the sustainability for the building management, getting all the systems into one single platform, crossing the data with each other. Then that type of understanding in terms of correlation and results understanding, that by itself reside in a new data collection, which is the cross-correlation, right? Which can actually benefit you as a knowledge, because you are now making knowledge. You can better making a lot of use cases from this kind of knowledge, regardless. But first, we need this kind of bank to be there. We call it usually data source fusion, because data source fusion is pretty much important. Of course, the challenges, I'm not going to talk a lot about it, everyone understand. The challenges for the sustainability landscape itself. I will touch upon AI challenges. You need to know around 3 main challenges in AI. Transparency, one of them. The black boxing issue. That means sometimes AI cannot justify for you why he's reaching this decision, right? Now, a lot of efforts from the big players in the market. They're making the deep learning algorithms and these kind of ChatGPT generative AI algorithms more justifiable. We call it the white boxing method, right? Or the explainable AI. Why did you reach this decision? What was the factors that you used as an algorithm to recommend for me such results? And then we have the bias in the data in terms of human bias and data bias. Human bias, sometimes humans, the ones who develop the technology of AI, they sometimes inject their own perspectives, which means the algorithm become less objective. And then we have the other type of bias, which is the data bias. If we keep feeding the algorithm from specific area, the algorithm will be only biased to that area. The algorithm needs to be generalized more, right? And then we have the adoption challenge. Once you have already adopted the AI solution, then you need to train your employees. Then you need to have really the full package running to make sure that the challenge and the change is being implemented. Now, how we can perceive the potential solutions of AI, where we can focus. Now, as an AI company, as AI experts in this domain, we can suggest the following. You have to follow digital transformation. You have to adopt a capable technology that can give you a real-time monitoring insights, right? And then this kind of insights should be domain-oriented. If it's sustainability, then it can be the focus, right? And then the other area is you need to start building your digital trust zones. I want the specific AI to be for this kind of digital zone. And then once you understand each zone focus, then you will connect them together. And then you will start having this kind of high-level ability to make better decisions. So data platforms, digital transformation, capability to digest a lot of data, connect them, and get the insights from them.